Black and White 2 narrated OU battle. So,
Woohoo!
that's Maria for you guys.
Hey, bitches!
So, yeah, Pokemon Showdown is really what's hot right now. It's Smogon's new online battling server, if you guys did not know.
Whoop-de-doo.
And it's actually pretty cool. It's not even, you don't have to download anything. It's just a website, PokemonShowdown.com/lobby. If you want to get real specific. But yeah, it's just a website, and you put your team. The team is saved to your cookies and not your actual, like, file. So you have to use the computer that you created the team on. You have to use that computer in order to have your same teams. You can't, like, it's not a file, so you can't send the file over to another computer, which is kind of annoying. But I mean, it's not that big of a deal to get.
All right.
So anyway, get into a battle. This is my modified OU regenerated team. It's a slightly different from the one I used last video, and honestly, guys, I have not lost a single match. Okay, I lied. I lost one match, and
liar.
In the last 35 matches, I'm 34-1. And
that's pretty impressive, you guys.
Yeah. So this guy gave me a pretty good run for my money. So let's see how it turned out. So just click that instant replay. This is a battle I literally just had. So there's the team preview. Now let's get into it. He leads with his T-Tar. I'm gonna leave with my Gliscor, and I'm gonna taunt him. You know, stop any shenanigans he does. Now, I was kind of afraid that he may be one of those ice beaming T-Tars, but I still didn't. I just wanted to be make sure that he was. And he wasn't, so now he crunches me and gets a defense drop, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'm Gliscor, so I can still take that, fire off a couple of earthquakes, and we should be good. But he crunches me again and gets another defense drop.
Oh!
And wouldn't you know that his taunt wore off. So now I'm debating on whether to go for the taunt or just the earthquake straight off the bat. And I go for the taunt, and he predicts that and goes for the crunch instead of going for stealth rocks. But that's fine. Now I'm going to go to my Mienshao, scare him out, and I'm just going to U-turn, and I know he's going to go into his Gliscor, and I'm just going to U-turn out and go from there. Now I decided to go out into my Tornadus just to see what type of Gliscor this was, because if it doesn't have Ice Fang, then it's pretty much good game from here. So I'm going to set up a sub and hope he doesn't have Ice Fang. But wouldn't you know, this would be the only Gliscor I face with Ice Fang. I know that Gliscors tend to carry the Ice Fangs, but I've been seeing a lot of those toxic sub-stalling Gliscors, and I wish this was that one, but it isn't. So now I go into my Tangrowth, knowing I can take Ice Fangs all day long, and Gliscor can't really do much to me. So now I'm just going to fire off a Hidden Power Ice. He's kind of just scouting what I'm going to do. I don't know why he doesn't have Protect, but I think Protect would be better. But I go for a Hidden Power. I'm pretty sure that he knows that it's Ice. So now I'm going to Sleep Powder, predicting his switch to Heatran, and he does make that switch. But unfortunately for me, I missed my Sleep Powder. So I definitely can't stay in now. I got to get the fuck up out of here. So I'm going to do just that. Go into my Latias, and he taunts me. A Heatran with taunt. I've never seen that before. But it could be very useful. But now I know he has a T-Tar, so I'm going to double switch to my Tornadus, predicting him to go into his T-Tar, but he goes for the Will-O-Wisp, and now my Tornadus is pretty much useless. This is the only battle where my Sub-Vocal Tornadus does not do work. So I just go for the Superpower just to get some damage off, and he's going to finish me off with a Fire Blast. So this is a taunting Will-O-Wisping Heatran. I've actually never faced one of those before, so that kind of threw me off. So now I'm going to go into Mienshao, and I went for the high jump kick here, predicting him to predict my U-turn and go for the Fire Blast. But he plays it safe and just goes right into his Gliscor. And so now I got to switch out because I'm Choice Scarf locked in a high jump kick, and that's not going to be good. So I'm going to go back into Tangrowth as he goes for the Earthquake this time, and that does absolute shit. And after the residual stuff, I'm going to go for the Leech Seed here, just in case he decides to stay in. I'm pretty sure he wouldn't go for a sub since he knows I have Hidden Power Ice, so that really wouldn't do much. So I went for Leech Seed, and even if he did sub, Gliscor can't really do much to me anyway, so I wasn't really worried about that. So I'm getting some extra damage on the Heatran, which is really good. So now I'm going to go into Latias, predicting the Fire Blast. It didn't matter that he missed because with the Leech Seed and the fact that I resist Fire Blast, and I'm a Latias, it would have done nothing anyway.
Yeah.
So this Heatran's getting hurt, and that's going to play a big part in the later matches. So now I'm predicting to switch into Tyranitar, and he does it this time. And now he actually is predicting pretty well and playing pretty well because I'm going to go for Hidden Power Ice, predicting the Gliscor, and he sees that, stays in and Fire Blasts, maybe predicting me to U-turn out into my Tangrowth, but me over-predicting going for Hidden Power Ice works as well. So now I'm going to make that switch to Tangrowth as I know he's going to go for Stealth Rock, so this will be a free switch. And yeah, now I'm going to go for that Sleep Powder. My leftovers were before him, so I thought I was faster, but it's obviously a speed tie because he goes before me, so that was interesting to me. But now I go for the sleep powder, put that thing to sleep, and just stop him from just annoying my team. So now I'm going to go for the lead seed, predicting a switch or just hitting the T-Tar if he stays in, but of course I miss. So my Tangrowth is not doing pretty well right now. So I'm going to hope he stays asleep here. Just go for the Giga Drain just to get some extra health back before I switch out and get my Regenerator, because I'm going to need this Tangrowth to be at pretty much max HP if I'm going to take on his Terrakion, which he still has. So now I'm going to switch out into Mienshao, knowing that he'll probably go for Fire Blast, and knowing that I can live a Fire Blast as long as he's not max special attack, which he doesn't seem to be. And I do live that, so now I'm just going to go for the U-turn. No reason not to, and thought it would kill, but it doesn't, so that tells me this T-turn is definitely more defensive than specially defensive. As he's going to go for the Crunch, I kind of figured he wouldn't go for Fire Blast again, since my U-turning out to Latias is pretty obvious, so that's why I went into Jirachi. So now I'm going to Thunder Wave him, expecting him to want to switch out. But in hindsight, that was kind of stupid, because his T-Tar's pretty much dead anyway, so there's really no reason to save it. It got its rocks up, it's doing damage, so it's done its job. So now I'm just going to finish it off with the Iron Head. I can take a Fire Blast, so I just went for Thunder Wave just to be safe, because right now I'm getting smashed. So now this is a crucial play of the game. He goes for Close Combat. I was hoping he wasn't Banded or Life Orb, and it turns out that he's Scarfed. Looking at that damage, if he was Banded or Life Orb, that definitely would have killed me from the range I was at. So I'm able to get a Thunder Wave off on his Terrakion. Now I go for Wish, predicting him to switch into his Heatran, predicting the Iron Head, but he doesn't. He just stays in and goes for Close Combat. And it's not looking good for me right now. It's 3 against 5 pretty much, and I gotta come back somehow. So I'm going to go for the Calm Mind on his Latias, and he stays in, which was a very, very crucial mistake on his part, because I guess he figured I would just go straight for the attack, but I did not do that. And now I'm going to get back to full health thanks to my Wish, and I'm going to Calm Mind pretty much until he either switches out or gets the Parahacks, because after all these defense drops from Close Combat, he's going to die with one hit. And he gets the Parahacks on this turn, so now next turn I'm going to be at full HP so I can take on his Mamoswine, and I'm going to go for the Dragon Pulse and take him down. I really wanted to be at full HP because I know that I can live one attack from Mamoswine because I'm max defense, max HP. So he goes for Ice Shot, expecting me to be faster, but I'm actually not, and that plays into my favor as I'm able to kill him. Crit obviously did not matter since I'm at +2 special attack, and I mean, it's a Mamoswine. Defenses aren't that great. Now he's going to go for the Shadow Ball. I know it's not going to do much because I have the defense EVs, and I'm going to recover just to kind of scout how much Shadow Ball does. Now that I know it doesn't do shit, I'm going to go for the Dragon Pulse. He's going to switch out and kind of sack his Gliscor. I guess he figured Gliscor was going to be useless to him. He wanted to get a free switch into Heatran. But after the Stealth Rock switch in and +2 special attack, my Latias is going to clean out this Heatran easily. So I'm going to go for a Dragon Pulse, and that's going to take down the Heatran. And yeah, that's pretty much a good game. Latias comes through in the clutch. He's playing pretty badly. Or maybe he was just outplaying me. Not that I was playing badly. He was just outplaying me. But Latias comes through. He made a crucial mistake, and that's going to cause him. It's going to cause him to lose. So I'm going to Dragon Pulse is Alakazam. It's going to live with a Focus Sash, and at this point, it doesn't really matter. He's actually going to crit me with the Shadow Ball, but I mean the game's mine because I do have the Scarf Mienshao. So I'm going to be able to just U-turn for the win, and that's going to be the game. Now 35-1. This guy actually had a pretty good chance to beat me, but he made a crucial mistake, and that cost him to lose and caused me to win. So this team is doing pretty well. So that's going to do it for this video. Rate, comment, sub, deuces.